Okay, in this video we're going to have a quick look at article submissions for traffic, which is one of the simplest ways of getting both backlinks and real live visitors and traffic to your blog. Very, very easy to do. As I put in the traffic action plan, there are a couple of directories that I specifically recommend you go for. First being iSnare and the second being Article Snatch, but then there are a whole list of other directories that will be worth submitting your articles to, and I'd recommend sort of rotating between those 4 different articles so that you cover them all. Okay, let's have a look at iSnare and how to actually submit an article to iSnare. The first thing you're going to need to do, I will put a link for iSnare under this video. Once you click through, you'll need to scroll down to the bottom. If you haven't already got an account, you'll need to click on register. If you have, you can just go to my account and log in. Once you've actually logged in, the article submission process itself is fairly easy. Obviously pop in your title, choose the author. You can have numerous different pen names set up within the system. If you want to add a new one, just click on add. Choose the category that's suitable for the article. Pop in the body, which can't have any HTML in there. Okay, so there's no links go in there. And then have your author bio bit at the bottom. As an example of that, if I bring across my article, okay, here it is. Here's the author bio bit at the bottom, author Matt Garrett, and the domain for the URL for the domain itself. And then I've got a bit saying get our top 10 home alarm system tips and tricks for free, and the URL for that page. That's to try and encourage people to actually click through. So it's not just about getting a backlink from the article directory, it's actually getting real live traffic, getting people who've read the article and are interested, so targeted traffic, to come to our blog and have a look at the information. So it's a call to action, it's a freebie, it's a way of getting them to come and visit the site. So that's the author bio bit that you need at the bottom. You also need a HTML version so that you've actually got the href tags and things like that in there for that as well, because iSnare gives you the option to put both in, because they have the option of, if you go for the paid version, they will submit your article to well over 1,000 other article sites and lists and directories and stuff like that. So it's actually worth having the HTML version and the standard text version set up and popping those in. And of course the keywords at the bottom. What I'm going to do now is quickly pause the video while I actually fill all that information in. Okay, so I've quickly filled in my article details. You can see I've got it all filled in here. The category, if you don't find something that's absolutely spot on for the right category for your niche, go for whatever's as close as you can get, okay? Now the other important thing here is this line at the top here where it says, do I want to distribute? I have some paid distribution credits remaining, so I've left the box ticked, and that's what will get this site to distribute this article for me to well over 1,000 article directories, e-zine lists, etc. Well worth grabbing some credits and using this. It makes life very easy. Okay, so all I then need to do is go down to the bottom and click on preview and make sure I'm happy with it. And once that comes up, it takes a few moments. Providing I'm happy with it, I can click on I accept, submit my article, and that's it, done. So we now have a message saying our article has been submitted for approval. Please give us 5 to 7 days, etc. So we'll leave that as it is. All we now need to do is move on to the next e-zine or article site that we want to actually submit an article to. The next one I'd recommend you do is Article Snatch. And this is actually quite powerful because this is used by quite a popular piece of software to grab articles from. So you'll usually end up with a lot of extra backlinks from submitting to this particular site that you'll know nothing about, but they'll appear. So it's just one of those added bonuses that comes from knowing the right sites to use. Okay, so again, what you will need to do is register as a user on this site. Once you've done so, you will need to add a pen name to start off with. So go through to add a pen name. I just need to re-log in. Let me get logged back in. And if I go back to add a pen name, you can see I've already got one pen name set up on this site. Some I use multiple author names, others I don't. This one I've only got one, but I can add in as many as I want to here, so that when I then come to submit an article, it has the authors that I've got set up listed here. So this is where you'd have your pen names again. And again, all I'm going to do is go through and fill in my details, and I'll pause the video while I do so. Okay, so filled in my details. Article Snatch happens to have a very specific category for my niche, so that's quite good. I've put in my article title again. This site does want an article summary. Basically, grab your first paragraph and pop that in there, okay? Then pop in your full article itself. And at the bottom here, this only wants the HTML formatted version of your resource box, your bio box, okay? So you just need that HTML version rather than the plain text as well. And put in the keywords again at the bottom, and then we can click on preview or submit. I'm just going to go ahead with submit. Okay, so you can see how easy the process is. Obviously, I've used the same article for both of those. It's often better if you rewrite the article a bit or spin it a bit so that it is unique. So that you actually get better backlinks, because if it's the same version of the article on all these different article sites, you won't get as many links in Google. So it is worth taking the time to rewrite the article or get it spun or get someone to rewrite it for you. But you can see the process is very simple. You just go through the list of article sites. The next one I recommend is Easy in Articles, and again, they have slightly different boxes, but just fill in what they ask you for, follow the information that they give, and it's as simple as that. So just go through the list of article sites in the traffic guide. As I said, Article Dashboard, Easy in Articles, Self-Growth, Buzzle, Go Articles, Search Warp, Article Base, Article City, Ideas Marketers. Those are the top ones that I recommend, but obviously you can find others, and if there are any that are specific to your niche, those are definitely worth going for. Okay, hope you found this useful, and please feel free to move on to the next training video.